Hi guys, you're welcome to the UncutXtra magazine interview for edition 10. Big 10. And guys, because it is Big 10, we have big celebrities only. We don't do basic. Okay guys, I have Hermes in the building with me.
Hey guys, what is up? What's
I'm
happening?
super pumped, but I'm just trying to be calm. Like I'm trying to compose myself so that I don't misbehave. But I mean, I'm a member of the coolest tribe. Like
I
really.
appreciate you, man. Big love. Let's try big love to all of y'all, man. You already know it.
All right, so it's so great to have you here, and we have some amazing questions for you. Your fans want to know you better,
I don't like answering questions.
but you just have to try.
Hey, it's not the work we collect. Let's go.
All right,
Let's get it,
so
let's get
I'll
it.
just go straight into it.
Hit me.
So, what are your real names? And what's the inspiration behind, the uniqueness of your name and that of your siblings?
My names are Hermes Iyele. You already know what it is. My dad just thought it would be great to name all of us after like gods. In his way, when we spoke to him about it, it was more like just calling down greatness, a special attention to this one, so to speak. It's basic African mythology. You name a child according to a mystical event, Yabo, Yetunde, and the rest of it. It's African culture to name kids after what you want or to
But
relevance.
those names, are they African? Sounds like Greek. Are they Greek?
So that's why I said mythology. So mythology is such that it is something that happens because of.
Okay.
So yeah, these names are Greek, but it's just like it's the same culture. Thank God for internet and the globalized world. We can now see what's happening here. We can see what's happening there. So it's like it's just great, to be a part of that. So it's the same thing, just the same way that the African culture allows you to name human beings according to maybe destiny or ascribing to the truth of this other realities. That's what they did with Greek as well. They have their Olympus, they have their gods and all of that. So just like Shango and the rest of them. So it's
amazing. So from the streets to the global stage, how do you feel, honestly?
Man, I feel great. I feel absolutely ecstatic. I don't even know how to start to express myself. It's been amazing, But I mean, I've been traveling. I've seen the world at a capacity even before Big Brother.
Oh, wow.
But to be this out there here now, to have this much exposure, I don't think anything else compares to it. To be honest, it's such a great feeling, knowing that right now, like all the things I've been able to do, but I mean, there's been a lot of struggle with resources, like not having enough, but we still kept going, and having kept going, I've learned so much that now that there's resources, there's so much to do. When I speak to a lot of people, they're like, you cannot do everything at once. I'm like, watch me, just give me 1 minute.
Because you just mentioned
I'll be back.
before the interview, you mentioned singing, and I'm like, wait, you sing too?
I wouldn't say sing, but one day man go blow, one day man go blow.
Come on.
If money go show.
Hey.
It's not like I think the music industry is quite packed. There are a lot of great artists, very competitive. I'm not saying I can't compete, but I'm not looking forward to it. I have a niche already.
Like
I know. Thank you for that. So yeah, I just want to do it because I feel like there's a lot I want to say, and sometimes I feel like music is a way for me to say it, but the kind of music that I want to put out, like 13 minutes straight up. Like,
wow!
I don't know if people have the attention for that right now, but that's the kind of music I want to do. But I mean, basically, let's see how that goes. Hopefully, it goes into something.
Okay.
But I'm just focusing on the arts, that's theater and sports for now.
Okay, so let's see how that goes. Okay, so when you stepped out of the house, okay, let me start from when you were in the house.
Okay.
People loved you. People love you. Like, the funny thing is there's so many people that reached out to us. We do some online shows and they're like, you have to have Hermes on your show. You have to have Hermes on your show. And so many people do not even believe that there is any other winner. Hermes is the winner. So, but when you stepped out, you see, during the course of your interviews, while you were asked about how you feel about the support, the love, it felt like you were shocked. You kept saying you didn't expect people to like you, or you didn't expect this huge kind of support.
Yeah.
Why did you feel that way?
Because before I went into Big Brother's house, right? Look at me, dude, painted nails, swaggy, and the earrings and everything. I constantly got like criticism for looking the way that I do, and over time, it just it would tend to get to you sometimes. But I just expected that would be the case as well coming out, and coming out, it wasn't the case. It was like
so you
that was the
expected
biggest shock.
that people were going to be
So
judgmental.
like before I went into Big Brother, we're already doing a lot. The goal was just to get visibility, and knowing that everywhere that I've gone, especially in Nigeria, people have had a problem with the guy that paints nails, that has lots of earrings and all of that. So I was like, I'll get the visibility, but they might not like me, and that's fine. Like, there's a whole lot of people that needs this. Like, we need this. We've been doing a lot. We can still do so much more, and we needed to be out there. So it's about the entire community. I didn't go in there for me. Nah, it was an entire community on my back.
And you did great. You did amazing.
Appreciate it.
All right. So, I mean, if you look through Hermes's journey, you're such a great hustler. Did you ever imagine that you would be this big? Because you're big, beyond Nigeria, beyond like you're big.
Otilo. I don't know if I expect this. But...
Really? But you were doing a lot. I mean, even before Big Brother, you were on some music videos, and we're not talking about just upcoming artists. We're talking about major artists. You had worked with some major brands. So you didn't see, or maybe you saw that, well, I'll be big, but you didn't see this kind of magnanimity. Like,
I saw this, but living the reality, it's a different feeling. Like, I'm shook. I'm happy. It's an achievement. It's a milestone, but there's still so much more to do. But I look back and yes, it feels
great.
Words don't describe it. It just feels so good to be here, to be able to do as much as, like I said, like we've been doing a lot. Like aside the music video that are great, by the way, A-list artists like Burna Boy, Davido, Buju. But I've been out there, but not as Hermes. It's like
Okay.
This is great. It's a great feeling. I won't lie. Big Brother changed my life.
Wow. Thank you, Big Brother.
Thank you, Big Brother.
Okay, my next question. One of my favorite questions. How are your queens?
They're great.
And how is the relationship going?
So I'm just happy that I built a template to have like difficult conversations, because that's what it's taken to even have what I have with my queens. And right now, like I don't know if how many people listen to it, but like I've said, I did make a promise and broke it in the house, and it's amazing how much reception and love and support I'm getting from my queens.
Really?
Yeah.
Even after you broke the promises?
Nah, of course I went and I said my bit. I apologized wholeheartedly, explained what the situation was, gave perspective from my point of view, and understanding became the case. We're still working. I'm still doing the work to earn their trust at whatever capacity I'll be able to get it per time. But we're good.
Okay, so that leads me to my next question. Now, you said you broke a promise, and I know that in the course of some of your interviews, you mentioned that leaving the house is an entirely different world.
Oh, it was
you wouldn't even know that you would be doing some things that you find yourself doing.
Yeah.
So you had something really beautiful with Allison. But when she stepped out of the house, while she was questioned on your relationship, she really loved it. She respected it, but she, continually insisted that it has to be maybe a you and her thing. She doesn't want to be in the midst of, your queens and all of that. So, and you came out, you still insisted that, it was a beautiful experience and you didn't withdraw your words. So, but as at now, what's the situation with Allison?
It's still exactly what it is. There's no situation, in the house, like I said, everywhere else, we were able to have that because it was just the both of us. Coming out, there's a whole lot of more things that become prioritized, family, the public view, and a bunch of other things. Um, we're friends.
Just friends.
We're making our way towards understanding what that could mean for us, being outside.
Okay.
But I still, like I've been saying, that I still love that woman. I think she's beautiful. I think she's a hardworking.
So there's a
young lady.
possibility for.
It takes
some
two.
of us were planning the should be like. Some of us were already choosing colors.
Like I mean, like you just said, right? There's an ultimatum. And within my own reality, right now, that ultimatum is not something I can give. So it's what it is. But yeah, we understand ourselves. We know where we're at. Yeah, we're
okay. Amazing. We respect your opinions, your personal decisions, and all of that. So, kindly share with us a few emotional deep memories from your hustling journey in the past.
Plenty. Which one I want to talk? So Bariga, right? I used to, from school when I was in like Ogudu Grammar, I would go and I did wash bike for the bike, snapper, toothbrush, paintbrush, and like tire brush.
Really?
Yeah, they give me that paper, I go wash and I go,
really?
Go white, yeah, including engines. They scrub and
wow.
Yeah, that's how I got extra bread to go to school, be big boy, you understand, like pros.
Shit.
Every break time, I go buy Santana and donuts.
The ice cream, Santana is like the ice cream, right?
You did inside rap like So I mean, it's been a lot. Is it my most
let it out. Before the interview, I said, I want to see your emotional part of it.
Where I was hurt the most was when we moved into one uncompleted building at the estate we're staying in Gagada.
Okay.
And after we cleared the entire place, we're trying to move in, barricade windows, set up mosquito nets, and put bed on floor so we can sleep and all of that.
Wow.
The owner just came with police, threw our things down.
Wow. Really?
And in trying to get like my dad out of there, slap my dad. I'm like,
wow. Yeah. How old were you then?
I can't remember, but that I was really young, and seeing that was like, what kind of power is this? Why would one person just have so much power over another person like that, or feel like they have that much power? But I mean, it's a lot of narrative that we got afterwards, saying some people probably called and said we're trying to steal. Still care. We not get where we steal. We just trap our head, no pitch for you.
Wow, really?
We know. I wish we get like we should. Now, person the pound come there to sleep. And I get lawyer to call the child steal you. But it was just what it is, learning to understand how life is right now. Is to understand that things are not perfect, or neither will they ever be. But if all of us try one by one individually, as a collective, I'm sure we'll be alright.
But I mean, it's all in the past now.
It's just try them now. Just try slap any of my people now.
Come true. You don't even need to talk. I mean, you have the coolest tribe to speak for you, so you don't need to talk.
That's what so,
I mean, for talking about the support you have from your fan base, the coolest tribe, brings me to my next question.
Okay.
Now, there's this call phrase that the coolest tribe uses, and it's Hermes is all of us. What does that statement mean to you?
So personally, I don't even know what it was, because that was a genius that I gave my page to. That's Sunday Ozegbe. Absolutely amazing guy. If you think I'm a genius, you really should meet that guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's the one we've been building with in my community. We've been doing a lot, organizing festivals. Just making sure that our story is told by us as we would like to tell it. He started that.
Wow.
We used it before, but
it wasn't an agreement you had with him before going into the house.
So tell you what, I told Sunday that the day I was going into lockdown, that bro, I bet me on my page. No
Wow.
plan. We didn't know what voting polls were like. We didn't know how
Wow.
to vote. So everybody that managed that, he went and built an entire team.
Wow.
They had to learn what votings were, how to vote,
Good.
how to get IUC, how to use IUC, how to
Wow.
do text. They had to learn on the job. So if people are saying they did a great job, nah,
No.
they did the impossible.
He did a great job.
The impossible. There was no team, there was no plan. I didn't. It's later when I got out, I saw people were doing photo shoots before they went in the house. I didn't want more. One photographer friends, people. I didn't even know I had to do all of that. So people had like photographs, like like the entire season. I'm like, Shiboy man, she did it. A bunch of people were asking me, "What's your strategy?" I didn't have no strategy. I just
Because
felt
I'm
like
actually coming to that.
I
I have
didn't
a question like that.
Okay, I'm listening. I think I answered your question on this one.
Okay. Okay, so that question is still later, but I think I will just ask now. So when you were in the house,
Yeah.
you seem to, if I judge from the Hermes I saw in the house, I'll probably be scared to approach you. I would say Hermes might be so aggressive, or yes, like I had that fear, honestly, or Hermes might be proud. But then it now felt like it was all a strategy. So I'll give an example. When you were head of house, like it just felt like it was a strategy for you. You were being dramatic on purpose. You just wanted to, and it was quite entertaining because people outside were saying, I know Hermes, it's not like this. See, Hermes is just having fun. But we were saying, are you sure? So later, when you came out of the house and, you were really so free with your fans, your videos, they were quite exciting. It felt like you relaxed on the being dramatic and all. So I now said, okay, was it just like a tactic or something in the house?
Tactic, I wouldn't say tactic. So what people might not know is a bunch of things that you can't talk about in Big Brother's house. And me, the kind of conversations I won't get. I don't want to talk to the sister, how are you? It's in depth, very those kind of conversations I can have. So I mean, it wasn't a strategy. It was just understanding what the space allowed and what the space didn't allow. What this like before we entered, it's not a Big Brother Naija show. Me, I was looking for the camera. A lot of people came out and said they were not camera conscious. Oh well, good for them. Me, guy. I was looking for it because they said it was a show. Now going in, I wanted to give a show. So anytime I saw the camera on me, it was doing whatever.
Yeah.
Like this,
so the mirror dance, the whole thing was
but it
you
wasn't
giving
a strategy.
us a show.
It was just intentional. I was just being intentional about giving instead of asking that people just vote for me. No, this is why. Like Ejo, I save life. And then every million.
No, that was amazing. Actually,
it wasn't a strategy. It was just
giving us a show.
It was just being intentional about giving a show within my capacity to give a show.
Wow,
that was it.
And you actually did give us a show because the coolest tribe, they all shout, like they scream it out every time. Hermes is the show. Okay, so you had a homecoming party recently. That was massive.
The homecoming.
And you got sweeter talking. Like people were like, this is the real definition of homecoming. Because some people, so I'm going to coin my words from some people's words. Some people felt like some people come from, the ghetto or, the middle class category or the lower class category. And then when they step out as the celebrity, they leave that part. They abandon the people that knew them and then they take everything back to the island, the big boys, the big girls. But it was intentional. It was really nice of you to go back to Oworo and Shoki because you always mentioned Oworo and Shoki, Oworo and all of that. So were you expecting that kind of support? Because it was really massive.
I would say yes and no. Like I said about experiencing the reality and then thinking about the reality of when they humble me. From the waka.
You cried.
Nah. Of course I cried. What do you mean? Did you see that crowd?
Yeah, it was massive.
Nah, I mean, I expected it because, like I said, we've done a lot in our community. As youth, as young people in our community, we've done a lot. I can't even start to mention. But even at that, that crowd, People came from Festa, came from Island, came from Lagada, came from.
Even you moved the people, the big boys and big girls, you moved them from island to your
Ah,
events.
it was a homecoming. It was supposed to be something small, just keep my people vibe. My turn concert. This one, I
Then
can't.
homecoming.
I'm coming up here. I can't even look at all of that because I gotta stay focused on the work that needs to be done. Like comments and just getting comfortable thinking we're already there would just reduce the capacity for work, and all I want to do is work. So
Work.
I'm not. People think I'm on my social media. I'm an handler.
Really?
Charlie
So it's
for man,
been.
we say,
Oh,
Charlie.
okay. The handler is one behind
Nah,
the
that's not
camera, right?
him. That's not
Okay,
him.
okay, okay.
That's Sunday Ozegi. That's Sunday Ozegi.
Wow, it speaks like you. So we can't even tell that you're not the one tweeting or writing some of your
Like
captions.
I said, we've been working together for at least
Okay.
10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so while you were answering my last question, you mentioned projects, work, and it's been all about work since the beginning of this interview. So now that you're out, I know you've been busy. What are the first 3 projects that we should be expecting from you?
To be honest, Homecoming was the first.
Okay,
And
so we have 2 more.
we've been calling it Ton Loveje. Just to show you what we can do. Just that was planned and executed in a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
We decided, okay, let's do 22nd, and then within a week we planned. And if people think I'm bad, meet my team. If you think I'm bad, me, it's just face. Yeah, for the face, I'm bad. The people that are doing the work, the administrative, everybody is just. So there's a whole lot. We've got Slum Party coming up December. I'm in Amsterdam for the most part of December, performing a theater piece that we're choreographing. That Sunday's choreographing in Amsterdam for a big deal.
Okay.
It's a bunch of things. We're working with the arts community to create a concert festival-like kind of thing. We're talking to Kushofe local government about doing a Kushofe festival, organizing and then running a Kushofe festival. So it's a lot that we're up to. Big things. Big things.
Okay, we're looking forward to it. So my next question, funny enough, I had my questions prepared before I saw your latest post on Mommy.
Okay.
So my first question is that, when you were in the house, so many people recognized you from a viral post.
Yeah.
And, they were like, there was one time where, you made a video that you were in search of mom and all. When you came out, because I'm sure your team relayed that to you, that, the video came up and all of that. How did you feel? Did you feel any sort of embarrassment? And, what was the situation like with mom then? What really happened?
Embarrassment, never. How can one be embarrassed by family? There's no such thing as perfection. My mom went missing. There was a whole brouhaha with the place where she got missing. I went looking for her and I made the thing public because I needed help and I couldn't afford it. So some friends came around and we searched 5 days. We found her. And then it was something I don't know. It just happened, It's the same. It's the thing that I'll do for family, for love. That's how I am. So it wasn't a response to anything. And the greatest thing about that moment is a lot of times in Big Brother's house when things would get hard, just knowing that I went through that and I survived was enough juice to know that this one will come back and say, explain anything and all of that. So it's crazy how things would happen and we think they happen against us, but it's just preparing you for the journey yet to come, right? It was really tough there. It was tough in that moment because, like I said, I'm usually not on comment sessions except I'm just trying to like I got time on them because all the blogs, a lot of the blogs that the thing when it happened went on, it was a lot of comments. Some people would say, "Look how this guy looks. It's probably his mom for rituals," and the rest of it. There are bloody just bare comments there, just people just thinking that now this is just run out one thing,
Mhm.
clinic on. But
But how is mommy doing now? Because I saw that video and I
she's
was
great.
very.
She's
I saw
great.
how you were trying to communicate with her, trying to
She's
show
doing
her,
great.
how big her son is now and all.
Yeah, man's done grown. Mama, I don't blown.
Yay! Okay, so amazing. What attracts you to the opposite sex?
um, like I kept telling Alice in the house, yeah, a bit of intelligence, but intelligence cannot be compared. It's just, for me, it's freedom and willingness to learn
Hmm.
that makes a difference. Because there's no such thing as perfection.
Mm-hmm.
There must be effort,
Mm.
and there must be willingness to put effort
Mm.
more than there must be effort.
Mm.
Because it's in willingness to put effort that two people or any amount of people would have anything together.
Mm.
Like, and that's what I look out for. People who are, or a mind that is selfless
Mm.
in its approach to life, because a lot of people want great things for themselves
Mm-hmm.
and would go to any extent to get it for themselves.
Mm.
There are rare people who would want to give more than they want to collect,
Mm-hmm.
and that for me is I think it's very intelligent, because it's
Mm.
only in wanting to serve that value is created.
So for you, it's not you because you didn't mention anything about looks. So you're not concerned about how you look.
See me fine boy. I like fine things though.
So despite the sense, the intelligence, the willingness to make things work,
Yeah,
you must be
you gotta be
physically
aesthetically, pleasant.
aesthetics.
Yeah, aesthetics.
Aesthetics
Everything
as
is
in
not like I have to, because it's it's never about those things that.
well that's aesthetics. So
Yeah, but I like what I
beauty,
like.
booty.
Yeah, like the things that I like.
Okay, do you have any brand in mind that you dream of collaborating with?
um, Man, I like big things, like I've been saying, man, because I got a big heart to do like big work, and for all of that big, it's gonna need some big as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of like brands I'm willing to work with, but until the endorsements come through, we're still
Okay.
sitting still
Anyone
doing
so
the
far?
job. Pending ones, but I mean, until they're official, can't say anything about them.
All right. We're looking forward to it. Okay. My next question is: you speak so well. You're so intelligent.
Appreciate
And I
you.
feel that you mentioned that you thought that you were going to be judged for your looks.
Yeah.
I feel that sometimes when you don't speak to people, you just see them, you judge them. And I think that's where the don't judge a book by the cover comes in. So I feel that so many people fell in love with you when they heard you speak. Like, he speaks so well. So what's your educational background?
It's OAPs like yourself that taught me accent too.
Really? No. Even before you went into the house, while you were in the house, like even when Hermes is angry, you're still using phone. I don't like it. And I'm like, okay.
Was that how I was doing it? Like, nah, you can't be doing it, bro. Like, so, I mean, like I said, I like, or I try to be very intentional about everything that I do. And I used to be a very angry child, very, very angry. And I've seen firsthand what anger can do, the extent it can. So I've learned to understand my anger or my emotions at a certain capacity, so that when I'm angry, I'm still able, at whatever capacity I have at that time, to express myself without wanting this other person to be angry as well. Yes, I know I'm angered because of something that you said. When you want to express my anger to you, I don't want to be intentional about getting you angry. I want you to understand that I was hurt, and then you know what to do next time. I don't want to make you angry, because if I'm angry, you're angry. Then we're not going anywhere. So you got me angry. So even in my anger, I'm trying
to make you
see why I'm angry, more than trying to get you angry. So it's and all of these things have been a thing that I learned before Big Brother. I've had to learn street way movement,
educational. What
emotional
are the institutions?
Emotional intelligence.
Really?
If Agbero stop you for streets and you don't give her respect, and then you feel connect. But if you stop you for road, okay, no matter
Come on, Hermes
no matter you
2022.
no matter you dress rich, just give that guy he get power, respect him for that place where you dey. If you do you anyhow, respect yourself, pull down your ego, give am your respect. Baba mi tó alẹ́ o, àgùsí yàn kan àtọ́là wà lẹ́ o. Baba mi, ẹjọ́, ẹjẹ́ ń sáré lọ kí n sáré dé. So what you can't give, if you give respect like that, tó alẹ́ ọmọ pẹ́, máa lọ.
What's the law?
You know, it's just emotional intelligence, knowing what people want and just giving them if you have to give, and then explaining if you don't have to give. Or if me, I feel big for you and you feel big for me, I don't
Actually,
yeah, it's
two
just,
wrongs don't make it right.
yeah, it's just, and that's how I had to learn several emotional.
So there's no like specific institution.
I not go school.
Wow. Wow.
Accents. I would watch films.
No, I need to confirm that statement again.
I not go school. I don't even pass WAEC. I even write down.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
It was a lot. It's been a lot.
All these that you know is all emotional intelligence.
It's culture. Wow. Culture has taught me what is important. And here's the thing about culture. Culture is the way of life of a people. If you want to function in a place, what else is to learn than the culture that is the ways of the people? And that's what I've had to learn, like how Nigerians want to be treated. You see an elderly person on the streets, the culture is to respect that person first. Like after I've respected you, you now do anyhow. You not say, Baba Lejeo, when this one that you just said is not going. Thank you, son. I'm walking away.
But this speech is so fluent. How come?
And I'm walking away. Nah, it's like I said,
self-thought.
No, it's not. I'm not self-taught. Of course, I had to listen to a lot of films. So the people that made films taught me. The OAPs that I was listening to and I was practicing with, they'll say some things. I'll repeat the sentence. It's not there. It's not there. Now I want to go there. Oh, bro, you don't understand. I go sit down like this. I go to practice this and say, yeah, like if I get to where I'm going, I'm gonna come back and
because you're almost like the checks too.
There's no checks too. Checks.
Check the checks. Yeah, no. So in terms of accents. Oh, like
you're
almost like, now. But can't you hear the way you're speaking?
I'm always switching it sometimes to be American, sometimes to be British, sometimes to be Nigerian.
That's the difference, actually.
Anyone that is going, what they was streets. I want me close. What's up? I feel like it's just the need to be perfect that allows or makes people want to like project a state of being every time. So you want to be that big boy every time when you actually are a lot of things. You can be, when you get into the street, you can be that speaking boy with no ego, no nothing. Because that's how best the people around that area would communicate. There's no ego that I want to speak English, I want to feel big. And in Nigeria, it's like speaking English is some level of...
gives you... Buga.
Oh my God. But if you really want to be understood, you want people to understand you, you want to understand people as well, you have to understand how best to communicate with them, not insist that they communicate with you, And that's I don't have any political view. As a matter of fact, anybody that is listening now, I will not be involved with any political campaigning. I want to serve government and private people. I have ideas, come at me. Anta, it's plenty, you cannot buy finish. So if you want to, we can sell ideas, and that's it. But politics, it's not something I want to serve.
Okay, amazing. I've learned, in fact. Okay, so my next question is, I feel like I have an idea of what your answer will be, but I'm still going to...
I'm becoming predictable, people.
No, you're not predictable.
Hey!
It's because,
I have to change them for them.
Relax.
Yeah. I'm listening to this question.
You see why I said so is you've answered stylishly. You've been answering this particular question.
Okay.
So my next question is, how do you deal with media trolls? But because you've always said since the beginning of this interview that, you're even not always with your phone. So it's even possible that you don't even see the comments. You don't even see the trolls and all of that. So that's actually my question. How do you deal with media trolls?
I'm intentional about everything. If I want to give love, I only want to be around love. So, of course, I see the trolls. But then again, people have their opinions. And their opinions are based on what they perceive. if I would ask for freedom to be myself, contrary to what the norm of society is, I have to allow that same thing. I don't want to give what I can, I don't want to have what I can't give. So if I'm saying allow me be Hermes, as weird as painting nails and wearing rings and earrings as I want to be, if I'm asking you to accept me, I have to accept you as well. So their opinions, I feel, are based on their perception of me. But I also understand that to know me, you would have had to live my life. There's anything like we all have our life to live. So it's an impossibility. You wouldn't understand me. I wouldn't fully understand you. But your perception of me, social media allows you to share that. So if it's just hateful, mind delete it. Next.
Block.
Like I know,
block?
I would first go and block them so they don't have a chance to come back there, and then I'll delete the comments.
And delete straight up.
Because I'm very intentional about like putting love out there, and that's what I want to do. And I'm sure I know for a fact that people will not understand it. A lot of people will not even like it, but it's fine. It's not about them. Like,
all right, it's about you. Anyway, okay. So mention 3 of your habits that you regard as bad, but you're probably working towards them.
I'm not working towards this one. I don't know whether I can work towards it.
The way you own your things with your full chest.
I pick my nose sometimes, but I try to, be intentional about not doing it in public. But it's a bad habit I don't know if I want to lose. What else? It's the only good habit I have in this life. It's not healthy if you have only good habits. It's not healthy at all. You have to balance things up. I don't have so much of a bad habit. Okay. Which other bad habit I get again? It's plenty, sure. If you can't be an agbero as bad habits, or having more than one girlfriend. So bad habits, bad habits these days. So I don't know which one.
Okay. You've even said don't worry. It's okay like that. It's okay like that. Okay, so has the we have queens already, and we were willing to take in Allison.
We to work
UncutXtra is our own. So I'm now thinking now that Hermes is out there and people have seen it, they're like, Hermes is fresh. Like, has the proposal from ladies shooting increased?
At the comment, at the DM.
Hey!
I love you. It's plenty.
Come on.
But I understand it. And appreciate it. I don't wish it goes away because I'm going to need attention. But
remember, you said you promised your queen.
But I also have existing commitments, and because of those, I'm grounded to a certain capacity.
So we're not looking their way.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Just betraying. We're not accepting the.
I love you too, but I love you.
Okay.
As family, yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is.
So, what do you do for relaxation?
I like the water. Yeah. Either taking a shower or just being by the beach. As a matter of fact, I can't wait because since we got out, it's been work. Jimmy got it wrong.
Sorry.
I can't wait to take a break. Go out there, maybe a beach house somewhere. Just chill. No phone, just water, good food, and a view.
Okay.
Kimaji.
Okay. So what keeps you going at your lowest point?
Family, love, family, all of you, UncutXtra.
You're not referring to me too. I'm one of them now.
UncutXtra, okay. Come in here. Let's refer to all of us. UncutXtra. All of us, UncutXtra, man. Y'all keep me going. Family keeps me going. Like I've been saying, man, it's great. It's great to see how much support most of my people's the fellow housemate came out to their family. Like me, like this now, me be papa of my family. I used to be last born. So responsibility.
Oh, really? You're the last one, and then you.
So you understand? It's a lot. So I've been working since I got out, and to be honest, every time it feels like it's too much. It's the love, the support that I get. like I know like the team that is working like Jesus, I can't wait to pay these guys when I have their money. Need a sum over and we're going to
The way
make
you
them.
speak so highly of your
But
team.
they are bad guys, all of them. Have you guys not seen the videos going on?
We have actually.
I don't
We
touch the
have.
editing now. It's somebody that is editing that video. You don't understand? And that's just one of our guys. Egbe. Just bad.
Okay, so what's the 5-year goal for the Hermes brand?
5 years far. Next year going to joke. Next year going to joke. So a lot of festivals, a lot of tour with the works that I was creating one. We're creating one currently. I have to be a rehearsal self. I think
Okay.
I gotta be a rehearsals. So the Koshofe Festival, like I said earlier, we're working with the Koshofe local government, pull up of Koshofe Festival. We have our Slum Party Festival, which we're doing again this December. We're going on tour to Amsterdam and I think Rotterdam with some of the guys that we're working with in Oroshoki in December. We're working with an arts collective to put up a show.
Wow.
Yeah, soon. So all of this and so much more. I still want to get into like acting. Some of these kids now they see me they pull up saying, "Hey, what? Shaggy, no shele."
Actually, I can't wait to see you and Shaggy do something together.
Yes, me now. Shaggy, Shaggy, So it's a lot. It's a lot I'm gonna be doing going forward.
And we definitely
yeah. I don't come up in our face, so now go see me now go tired.
Okay, so lastly, I want you to give out a message to two groups of people. Two groups. Now, the first group is there are young individuals out there, young Hermes, like they're struggling, they've given up. Like Otisumo. And judging from where you're coming from, your story, sleeping, you know all this, and what's your message to them? And then secondly, what's your message to your fans?
You see, where I'm at right now is Hermes Iyele. You see, my voice don't change. It's only because when I was cheated, when it felt impossible, it still should be impossible to be here from where I'm coming from, to know as much as I do, without any of the things that I needed to be here. I never stopped. I was cheated. I was told no. I was criticized. You not get waiting and throughout me. You have to consistently persist. There's only two options: give up or keep going. There's no in between. So what would you rather choose? What would you rather choose? And it's only, I swear to God, it's only when we compare ourselves to like other situations that we feel less. I swear, if you really look at your team, you work for a man, you know the kind of work that you need to do. It's only when you now compare, but Titi not the ratio. Do you know what role a family played, what all the things that came together to make it possible for Titi? You don't. But if you face your own, you will know that if Mati Eba, but Shaggy saw, Timoba, and Muri saw, and when I talk to this person, when I enter this space, I'm boom, but over time, I might be able to. You understand your own process, and when you accept your process, when it's happening, there's no shame. It's just acceptance. It's part of it. You know, like how if you don't tell me what I'm doing wrong, how would I do it right? So it's like just facing it. It will still be hard. Right now, it's still hard for me. It's soon. I've not been sleeping, but I prayed for this. I didn't know it would be this hard, but I prayed for this. And now that I'm here, I can't complain. If not, God will just reduce the blessing. The very good point. So it's just, adapt. Go for it. Fight.
Wow.
It's been hard all our lives. Our ancestors are counting on us. Are you whining yourself? Stop playing now.
Come on. Ginger.
Stop playing.
Stop playing.
And to the coolest tribe, like, only time I get down a lot. I'm human, I'm not perfect. Like, but every time I think of the love that is out there, how much I can work with. L'ombrage ma son wo tèmi. Èmi ò dé kéré, ìtorí tí náà la fẹ́ lọ kó wọlé. So it's a circle. Let's just keep it going. I don't have any intention. I've been fine when we were poor. Like trenches near me. I'm not going anywhere. There's nothing going to It's the money as we're collecting is we're giving to the people that need it. Under again, like I've been saying, trying to build platforms where young people like myself, young people that
Can grow.
have gone through, they don't have to go through the it was tough.
Hmm.
God. If 20 people entered that journey, the 20 of them would have stopped.
Hmm.
This one. And now so that people will not stop and give up. There has to be ease. It doesn't have to be this hard. And it's just one or two things that we just need to put in place. So help us God, Jerry. Ashe.
Miss.
Hold on for Ashe.
Miss. You want to make me cry?
Hold on for Ashe.
But thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so detailed with your answers. I mean, I'm sure that the people can't wait to read, and those that will be watching it can't wait to watch. So thank you so much. We wish you the best. We can't wait to see you fly higher, bigger. You know,
Lava.
But just invite us for the wedding. No?
What that wedding we ban?
Hey, are we doing it at once?
It has to be at once because
Okay,
there's no number or
no number. So our wives.
So our wives.
Okay, thank you so much. So guys, you just witnessed an interview with ex-Big Brother housemate, the biggest, the president of the coolest tribe, Hermes Iyele. And guys, this interview is for the UncutXtra magazine edition 10, Big 10. So
Uncut.
watch out.
And you cannot give. Don't cut it.
From Hermes and I, it's thank you for watching.
Peace.
Goodbye.